want to kind of make a suggestion for them. Link decks and XYZ and stuff. Very annoying. I think it's kind of annoying. Well, we'll see.
Thank you for calling Konami customer support for help with playing your game. Unfortunately, we do not provide gameplay assistance or game hints over the telephone. Please head to www.konami.com/support for further assistance.
I'm gonna call Konami. I want to make a suggestion that they kind of find a way to get rid of the XYZ dragons and unban, make it back to where it once was, because it's no fun, and I've seen a lot of people talk about it, and it's really boring, and that they look for the fakes. So we'll see how it goes, but I don't think Konami really cares as much because they get paid to do what they do. And a lot of times it's not their problem, but it should be. Put on my nerd glasses.
Thank you for continuing to hold. A Konami customer support agent will be with you shortly.
Okay. So you guys, I do have a Blue Eyes structure deck coming tomorrow. I don't know what time I'm going to open it, but I'll try to definitely film my opening for you guys. I'm going to change my deck, not my deck, my video a little bit. I'm going to do a little more artwork maybe, but we'll see. As you guys all remember, this card is banned. I figured out why. Because this card just ultimately ticks people off because this card can change part of the outcome of the game. It's really annoying when people gamble about it. Why would you gamble?
Unfortunately, all of our agents are currently busy helping other
I do have
customers.
this one.
Please continue to hold
And I do
or head
have
to our
Blue
website at
Ultimate Dragon on their way too, which is
www.konami.com/support to view our knowledge base and or submit a travel ticket.
not going to call back. I'll tell you guys later. But anyway, I'm gonna change my thing up to maybe doing a little more drawing and stuff. So, okay, I do have a bunch of new cards on the way. One or two, I can't remember. So I'm looking at my app thing. Hold on. So I do have more cards coming, you guys. It's gonna be really cool. I'm actually gonna build my structure deck around my blue eyes. So my blue eyes white dragon structure deck will come in tomorrow. Now I'm building my structure deck around the structure deck I'm getting is the Saga of Blue Eyes, which basically kind of focuses around Blue Eyes and how to summon him from the grave, from the field, from your deck to wherever. From outer space, you can summon Blue Eyes at all times, I guess. So that will be cool. I have one Blue Eyes here. I have one more in the deck, and then I have another one on the way. So this one, the reason why, and I'm going to tell you guys real quick, the reason why, I'm going to put on my other glasses. I hate these. They keep making the go crooked eye. The reason why, if you're going to get a Saga Blue Eyes structure deck, you're only going to get one Blue Eyes. So make sure that if you buy 2 more Blue Eyes, then you can have 3 Blue Eyes, and that way your deck's a little more based upon him. It's good to have him. I do have Blue Eyes Shining Dragon, which probably not a very good card, but he's about the same as Blue Eyes White Dragon, if I'm correct. Yeah. He's got 300 attack, 2500. So basically exactly like Blue Eyes. But the only way to summon him is by using Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Way too. So I have Blue Eyes White Dragon, or Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. I have Blue Eyes, and then I have my structure deck, and then I also have Slifer, the God card, one Egyptian God card. Now, I know you guys are probably thinking, how in the hell are you going to ever play with an Egyptian God card? Because Egyptian God cards are banned, and it's going to be hard to get rid of 4 cards in your deck, or 3 cards in your field to take 1 God card out. True, but even though my deck realms around Blue Eyes, I can use my Egyptian God card. But I really don't think I'm going to do that. I think what I would do is... God, part of my lunch came out of my mouth. I'm just going to build Blue Eyes deck and basically realm it around Blue Eyes. I'm just going to do it just for the heck of it because it's good. Now, here's the thing, you guys. When you buy, back to the structure deck thing, when you buy your Saga Blue Eyes structure deck, like I said, you're going to want to buy 2 more Blue Eyes in order to have the 3 Blue Eyes, because you need 3 Blue Eyes, and it's always a good idea to have 3 Blue Eyes, not just 2, because if you pull out your card and say, bam, there's my Blue Eyes, you're going to be screwed. The whole entire deck is not going to be concrete enough for you, or around the card. So if you have 3 Blue Eyes, then you kind of have a little more concrete of a chance to win. Oops. And I'm throwing Blue Eyes out. So this is my Blue Eyes. This one I got in California, I think for only like $2. He's not really special. He is real. So I got him. And then again, like I said, I have this guy. Now, when I went online yesterday, I looked up, on Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, like I said. I basically sat there looking at all the cards I wanted, and then I thought, oh, crap, I remember I have Blue Eyes Shining Dragon. So if I buy Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, I can put Blue Eyes Shiny Dragon on there. So Blue Eyes Shiny Dragon could be part of my deck. So those are part of my structure deck. And then whatever else comes with it will be gravy. And then I figured, well, because I do want to use, it does come with a Monster Reborn, and again, professionally you can't duel with Monster Reborn because it's a banned card. Because every person I've seen, the reason why I think it's kind of stupid that honestly Monster Reborn is banned because, but I think from what I read, it's only banned because people hate it so much. It's because this card can change the outcome of the game. So if your opponent has like Slifer the God card, you're screwed. If you didn't have this, but if you have this, you can, or if your opponent uses a Slifer to special summon another dragon, you can take this out. Or you can, somehow if your opponent ends up, you kill or with an effect, you put your opponent's monster in a grave that's strong, you can take this card out, use it, and put your opponent's monster on your side of the field, use him to either attack or to special summon your high monster. So that's why I think this card is kind of banned, is because ultimately you have there's no points or counter, like it doesn't cost you points, it's basically it's kind of a freebie, and it really irritates a lot of people, but I mean, stop bitching about it, because I would say stop bitching about it, because this had, for instance, your Blue Eyes, which I had in the beginning. I would play with my Blue Eyes, and I had this, and then I would tribute my Blue Eyes, and I would use my Red Eyes Black Dragon. I would have to use this to rebirth my Blue Eyes White Dragon, to re-summon my Blue Eyes White Dragon to be put on the field in order to have high cards. So those cards are kind of a necessity, I think. It is a necessity to have this, and I will have one, but I probably won't need it. This one I won't, but we'll see. Axe of Despair, if you, again, are going to use the Saga of Blue Eyes deck, Axe of Despair won't come with the deck, but this card will give you 1,000 attack points on your monster equipped with this. So this is another good card that kind of jacks up your monster. But on top of that, if you have another one like I do, so whatever your monster is, your monster pretty much is going to get jacked. Which is another reason why I would say use these when making your structure deck. The big reason why I recommend having 2 Axes of Despair is because if one ends up getting destroyed, then you have one use. But of course, there are a lot of counter spell cards out there, so be careful when you choose what you do. But it's really good. If your opponent can't counter using these, can't counter if these 2 are set down and your opponent can't counter them, and you can just go, and your monsters are going to be looking like the Hulk. Your monsters will be jacked. So those are what I recommend if you're going to do a Blue Eyes structure deck. Another one, this one I really did not expect to find. I found it, I was in California, I think, when I got this one. This one, the Seal of the Orcalos, was very hard for me to imagine that I would ever receive. But this one's a limited edition one, actually. So what it does, it's basically all monsters you control gain 500 attack once per turn. This card cannot be destroyed by card effects while you control 2 or more face-up monster attack position monsters. Your opponent cannot target your monsters with the lowest attack for an attack. When this card is activated, your deck, you can only activate the silver opener once per turn. Oh, so I guess this kind of disband. I mean, okay, I probably wouldn't want to use that then. Never mind, because you can't special summon. Then I guess I'm gonna make a switch now, you guys. But the other one I recommend is what you use is Mirror Forces. I've had this one for a while. So when your opponent makes monster declares an attack, destroy all your opponent's monsters. So basically, your opponent's gonna get screwed because your opponent's monsters will be destroyed. So those are some of the things I recommend. And then also, if you can, use them. Put a Monster Reborn in, or another Sword of Revealing Light. The Saga of Blue Eyes already comes with a Sword of Revealing Light, which makes your opponent not be able to attack you for 3 turns. So for the 3 turns, or 3 turns of damage, or 3 turns of combos, and that makes it better for you. So all these cards I do recommend, but be careful with when you do it, because if again you're just doing the nostalgia, just having it to have it, then that's good. But if you're doing it for competitive purposes, you will have to take this out. You'll have to take actually both of them out, and you'll have to then figure out which ones are legal for you to own and which ones are illegal for you to have in your deck. These ones, I don't know if they're banned. I haven't heard any ban list on Acts of Despair. But I'm sure it really will probably piss people off if you have this, or have 2 of these, because you're definitely beefing up your monsters, and that's going to tick off the opponent, because your opponent supposedly won't have much of a chance once your monsters are beefed. But I do recommend, like I said, if you're going for the Blue Eyes deck, go for a 3rd Blue Eyes. You can also probably, another good thing you can do, is up to you, is by adding you can add Red Eyes, but I've heard people, you could if you wanted to, I guess, but adding a Red Eyes and a Blue Eyes deck really wouldn't. It would counter what you're trying to do. It would counter the balance of what you're looking. 2,500, I think. Yeah, I think it's 2,500 at least. So you only have 2,500, and plus Red Eyes, that deck, Blue Eyes, Saga of Blue Eyes is not built for that deck. For that card, you're basically only built for this guy. Though I do recommend you have this, though, because this card actually, though you can't special summon with this, which I don't know. I forgot about that, which I don't pay much attention to. Do kind of want to look and concentrate on those things. The deck does come with cards of Constantins, or whatever it's called. So your deck kind of comes with 55 cards. So out of the 55, a lot of people tell you to simmer down for 40, or settle it down for 40. So So that's where I'm going to try to look at what I got to do. So I think what I'll probably do tomorrow is, if I open it tomorrow at some point, I'm going to bring what I have here already in my hand down with me to, or I'm going to take, look at what I have here and add some of the stuff. So I'll probably add one Mirror Forces, another Blue Eyes, and two of these. I think will beef up my deck pretty highly. So this will definitely beef up my deck. I don't really know if I want to really use this card, because I've heard that if you use Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, it kind of can screw you a little. I don't know how he can screw you. It doesn't really say much on, like, how to do it. Or, I don't know how it really would screw you. I'm trying to figure that out. Because ultimately, I'm still working on, I know the limitation is 40. Or, yeah, 40 is the limit to the lowest. Sometimes I like to play with 50, but I probably will end up maybe playing with 50. Only reason why I would play with 50 is because I would set these two in. These two I really want in. But I don't know if I really want these two in. But they probably would jack my fusion up high. This one I probably definitely would want in, because it would kill my opponent. This one I really am kind of reconsidering out of not doing it, but I'm gonna try her for one. And then I do really need this one. This one I cannot and will not go without. So it's kind of debating on these two. Should I pull these two out and then put one more of these in and then just call it done? Or should I just go with it? Because I have 50 here. Alright. And it's 55. So there are 5 more cards. Oh, because the extra deck. I think it's because of the extra deck. That's why. So I would probably have a little more over the legal limit. So I would probably take this card out. I'll probably take this card out. I'll probably end up not using this one. So I kind of got it figured out. I know what I'm doing a little bit now. So I think I'm just going to play with use these two as a keeper. Because these two are my ultimate, I gotta have this. And especially this one. But this one right here, I'm not sure about. I'm gonna test them. And I've been telling, people a lot about, like, I've been staying up late, like, probably at least 3 o'clock in the morning, late, researching, following through, YouTube videos of how this works and what they will do. And it just irritates the crap out of me, because I'm now scared that tomorrow my structure deck will finally come, and that will prove that will show me half of what I am, of whether I am going to be okay, or am I, what I need to change. The other cards are kind of, other than the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, I kind of want really as I need kind of thing. But the other, like the Slifer card, is just gravy. I think the Slifer card really to me doesn't mean much. Of like I'm not gonna end up using them anyway. I'll probably just end up going to Dollar Tree, finding a photo or um, a photo case or whatever, and put Slifer in there, and maybe buy all three God cards or something. But I have all three uh, Blue Eyes on the way. One will come later. The other one will be here tomorrow, unless I end up accidentally. I might have accidentally purchased two of the same decks, and so we'll see if they end up coincidentally stopping the one. If not, then I'll have three Blue Eyes, and then I'll have three of the same card. Then that will be fine, because then that way I can use the Azul Dragon or whatever, that AZ Dragon. I can put him on my extra side deck. That will be gravy for me, but if not, then that's okay. So, like I said, you guys, I only have 50 of these card holders, and I'll show you. This is my card holders that I've been really happy with. Thing I like about this is that this card holder actually kind of fits the theme that I'm actually working on right now, which is sorry guys, Blue Eyes theme. So it kind of works well into the, hey, this is Blue Eyes. So my deck basically is going to be based off of Blue Eyes. So having these Blue Eyes, the Kaiba with the Blue Eyes, with that nice shiny silvery Blue Eyes deck, and my phone is going off. I hate it. But having Kaiba and Blue Eyes definitely fits the theme of the deck, because that's what basically my deck is going to be built off of. I might buy more tomorrow, just on the safe side, because I definitely want to protect my other deck, my side deck. So my side deck definitely needs to have that case. But I really don't think I don't want to have to go down to 40. I just want to stay 50, because I know a lot of people probably have this idea that 50, you have less of a chance to deal with what you're given. So 1, 2, 3. So like, okay, I get a deck, and let's say all three of these are my Blue Eyes, right? So all three of my Blue Eyes are in the 50 deck. Well, what is the other deck's gonna be? See what I'm saying? Because all my other decks are gonna be whatever else is there. But how am I gonna get to my Blue Eyes sooner, or get to where I want to be in my card? And that's where, a lot of people say 40 is the best, but I don't agree. I think 50 for me kind of works, because 50 I can work around it. But I'm gonna play around with it. I probably, like I said, will never go down to 40. I will always say 50. Even when me and my cousin battle, I end up just negotiating that, no, I'm not going down to 40, I'm staying 50. And he has this, the theory is that, like I said, if you hit with 50 cards, then how are you going to be able to grab the cards that you need to make your combo work? Well, true point. True point. So this is my ultimate card that I'm counting on right now. Right, not this one. This one I don't care, but this one's my ultimate card of concern. So how am I gonna do it? How am I gonna do this with only 50 cards? With 50 cards? Because 50 cards obviously does not give you 50 cards gives you more, and you're having to work a little bit more harder. So that will work on. I think what I'll do is I think it's 55. Excuse me. They come with 55. So I think you get five side decks, I think. I don't know. We'll look at it tomorrow, but it's going to be very interesting tomorrow to see how this supposedly turns out to be, because I have my concerns about the deck itself alone. Like, how will this deck be? Will the cards be missing? Will the box be screwed up? Well, I want to make sure that this is perfect, because I've worked hard at this, and this is just, for me, something I've mentally gone through many times in the last week working on this, and I don't want to screw up now. So I'll probably end up having to put 5 more holders, like, thing here, and they'll probably have to be different colors, and that will probably really screw up everybody, because they'll be, well, you know what those cards are. But I do probably want to limit down to 40, and I'm going to only limit down to 40, but we'll see. I think tomorrow I'll get up and I'll trap my package tomorrow. But for right now, these 2 cards, I'm definitely excited, because the blue eyes that I have in the box that's coming supposedly, if it doesn't get messed up, is the Saga of the Blue Eyes Dragon with the tablet behind it or underneath it or whatever. And so I have this one, I already have this one, which you guys already know I've been blabbing about, but this one I already have, and so I figured, well, again, I was looking through to find the cheapest blue eyes, and I had to find another one of those blue eyes that was from the same structure deck that I'm buying, and that helped me. That's really good. What I might do is buy Blue Eyes Shining Dragon, or not Shining Dragon, but some more Blue Eyes cards. I think something that combines Blue Eyes, and then I'll probably later then throw, just take out my Fusion, and then take out that card that requires the Fusion monster. But for right now, I want to see what it does, because my combos, I've seen people do some pretty sick combos, and I want to see what kind of combos I can throw out. I mean, this card here, okay, Blue Eyes Shine Ultimate Dragon is 4,500 if I'm correct. So why would you throw out a 4,500 card and then summon this card, which basically is the same as Blue Eyes, and use it? That doesn't make sense to me. But we're gonna try it and see how she throws in. I'll probably end up, I know, at some point throwing this one out of the deck, and then I'll probably just throw my Fusion out and then try to come up with another dragon that gives me a combo with Blue Eyes instead of just using Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, Blue Eyes Shining Dragon. I want to create a combo. And so, in order for me to create a combo, I have to do that. And it's going to be a lot more work. It's going to be a lot more time for me. I'm going to test my deck out. I'm going to test my theory. My theory is that uh, alone that deck isn't really helpful. It's not really powerful. It has not a lot of things that will help it. It will work, but not alone. So I figured that because maybe having Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon and having the Azura Dragon, or having Azura Dragon and then the Blue Eyes Shining Dragon, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, and Blue Eyes White Dragon, all those Blue Eyes will hopefully be the clincher of my game. But, like I said, I will probably end up at some point taking out one card that I don't like and putting this in, or putting these two back in, because I think those would clinch it. But those won't really help me because they'll stop those will block my counters. So I'm gonna find some, and then I have some cards here. Let me go grab them real quick that I want to talk to you guys. There's a couple of combos that I was looking at doing. I'll be right back, you guys. Smokers. So, you guys, I wanted to give you... You're probably going to hear the music. I don't want to get violated, but... So, you guys, I have two playing fields. I have this one that I made out of a cardboard pizza box. Now, I do keep and collect playing fields, because playing fields obviously are one of the big things that will help you if you're if you forget how many cards you can end up taking or having. Now this one I bought at a game shop. We'll do those later on another day. I'll review them. But I have, so the cards do come with, the structure deck does come with a paper playing field. I might keep that. I'll probably just put it on my, what do you call it, my wall up here. Or I'll probably just keep it, actually, because then that way I can actually use it. So, these are what's called pendulum cards. I don't like these. I don't know why they ever have them. Here's another one that the deck will come, the structure deck will Kaiser Horse. I might end up, whoa, my light just went blank. That is weird. Kaiser Horse I really do like because I can use it as a 2 tribute. Gravy Crush Dragon, only 2400. I don't like that because that's not going to really help my deck. United We Stand. I think, holy crap, do I have 2 of those? I might have put that in there last night. Okay. Yet. Then I have Magic Jammer. That might be another one I might look at throwing. Here's my Red Eyes. This is the one this is my other baby. I had him and Blue Eyes together, but now that I got my Blue Eyes structure deck going, I don't think I can use him. Monster Reincarnation. I might put him in there because I can put that in there and use that for, um, pulling Blue Eyes out. But I can basically pull Blue Eyes out at any point in time. Now, if I put him in there, I can make Blue Eyes hit 1,000 of the attacks. So there's some cards in here, like Dragon Treasure. I know that will be in there. Mountain, I know Mountain will be in there. I'll show you. A lot of the cards I have, I honestly am not going to use every single card that I have. Because altogether I have like 168 cards together. But I probably won't put any of these in here. I might actually look at some. So this is my pile that I'm thinking that I'm going through with you guys, but we're live, so I don't care how much time I spend doing this. Because it's fun for me to do this. Luster Black Sheep. So that won't help me. Dragon's Gunfire might help me. I'm going to actually possibly use it. Now, what does he do? You can activate this card only when you have a face of Dragon-type monster on your side of the field. Select and activate the following effects. Inflict 800 points of direct damage to your opponent's life points. Ugh, that just sucks. Destroy one face-up monster with a defense of 800 or less. So, in other words, I probably might do that one because that one looks or sounds like something I could probably end up doing. But I just want to... Dragon Treasure, I already know is going to be in here. Shield and Sword. So Shield and Sword, I probably wouldn't want to use it because it really would affect me. It would affect me along with what my whole point is. Mountain's already going to be in there. I'm not going to put him in there, or put it in there. But, like I said, I do have Red Eyes Black Dragon. I might actually build a structure deck around him. Or look for a structure deck that that's based around Red Eyes, because Red Eyes is a good card, but Blue Eyes is more powerful. But Blue Eyes does have more ATK or attack points, if you will. Elemental Hero, D-Spell, I might think about that if it's not in there. The Cursed Seal of the Forbidden. This card, I might think about it because I should. Shift Position, I might do that one because that will work for Penalty Game. Now, Penalty Game, when your opponent has 4 or more cards, select and activate one of the activate any spell trap cards this turn. So I probably might do that, which would probably make the opponent hurt more. Masked Dragon. I might end up using him. Dragon Tactics. I already have I'm sure I already have him going. Jargreed, I might end up looking at him. Enchanted Javelin. When your opponent monster attacks, increase your life points by the monster's attack points. So I definitely probably will do that one, because that one will definitely, if I get hit hard, or if I'm going against a, not just a paladin deck, I guess, or a deck that is high pointed. So like maybe if I'm going against a god card deck, for instance, that card will, where did I put her? Okay, right here. So this card will actually save my butt, potentially. So these are kind of side cards that I'm looking at. Pot of Greed, I really probably might need him because he will save my butt. Dion Keto, the Care Master, I gotta think about him. Call the Haunted, I already know that's gonna be in there. I do not need that. Mystical Space Typhoon, I probably will definitely heck yeah need him in there. So he will be in the heck yeah section. So this Rod of the Mind, maybe. So kind of, looking and debating whether what I want. Now here we go. Here's some combos that I can do. I have Armor Dragon level 7, right? It cannot be normal summon in the set unless you're special summoned by Armor Dragon level 5, right? So here's my Armor Dragon level 5. Just send one monster from your hand to the graveyard and destroy your face-up opponent's monster. That might screw up my Kaiba deck a little, but it will be okay because I'm sure that I can probably end up using him anyway. So this one I will not use because oops, I dropped the card. Because that card is actually going to counter my deck. And I don't have that need for it. Spell Reclaim. Card 1 card and chain this card to a spell card and you activate whenever. Oh, shoot. I might do that one for me. Because that one I can probably chain it to my other cards. Some of these other ones, like Dark Hole, I would not use because I don't want to destroy my card. Castle Wall, select defense. I'm not more, yeah, it's good to have a defense, but so those are the few other cards that I probably won't use because they're horribly they're not. Think about Dispel. Destroy one magic card on the field. If this card is face down, flip it face up. If the card is a magic card, it's destroyed and not returning. It's out of position to flip. Okay, so it's kind of a gamble, I guess. So we'll go maybe deck. But these two, I'm gonna probably look at doing a heck yeah with them. Crawling Dragon, I really don't think I'm going to do that one. But even though that's a dragon type monster, an opponent, Wall of Disruption, when an opponent's monster declares an attack, all attack pieces to monsters your opponent control loses 800 attack for each monster they control. Maybe. Roulette Barrel, no. Because Roulette Barrel obviously does not go with my dragon deck. And I have 3 face down monsters and I don't know why. pitch dark dragon, I do have Dark Blade. So maybe. And speak of the devil, I do have Dark Blade, actually. But I do have another card that I probably will throw in, which is Magician of Faith. She has an effect where I can take, if she's flipped down, select one magic card from your grave and return it to your hand. Or I probably will do it. Actually, I probably will throw that in the heck yeah pile because obviously Change of Heart will give me the chance, but actually I'll throw it in the maybe pile because that will not help me. Jar of Avengers, I probably could use that one because what it will do, basically, Jar of Avengers will allow me to take 5 cards from my grave and put them back, and I can draw 1 card. So, yes, I will probably use Jar of Avengers. The Winged Dragon Guardian of Fortress 1, no, I will not use him. I know that's probably a dragon type card. And then here is my dragon, armor dragon level 3 that I was looking for. So I'm probably going to do this. I probably will. I'll take these. So these will be a combo. So I could probably do those. So the Dragon Rage and Dragon... Ooh, I have 2 Dragon Rages. I think I already have those. So I'm not too concerned with those. I don't really know this card. Don't know how to use tokens. Don't know how to use cyber. But I don't know how that would really affect me, so I'll think about that one. This one will not help me, and I don't even want to read that one. This is another high card that I went with, but it's not going to help me in my deck anyway. This one's not going to help me. Not going to help me. Oh, Dark Necrophilia. Wow. Activate during the interface while Jurassic World. I do not have that card. Draining Shield, I probably definitely will maybe look at putting him in there. So what Draining Shield does is basically negates the attack of one of my opponent's monster and gains the life points equal to the attacks. So that probably helped me a little bit because thinking about like how much damage my opponent will possibly do to me could be very frightening. Reign of Destruction. When your opponent's monster, your opponent's whoever attacks. Ooh, this one kind of. This one pretty much equalizes the amount of damage. Ooh, this one I hate because for Town the old tribute when a monster is a monster is summoned, destroy all monsters on the field. Ew. That will be horrible. So, Dragon Mirror. I will definitely have to do Dragon Mirror. And this one I forgot I actually had. That is even funny. because Dragon Mirrors I supposedly will already have it, but we'll use it anyway. So all the other cards basically that I have here are not going to help me. Red Eyes, like I said, I don't really have a need for him anymore. Well, I'll keep him, but I'm not going to use him in my deck. So we'll do that. So let's go through what I have. So we're gonna put them all together. Then I'm gonna make a maybe pile and then a heck yeah pile. So the heck yeah kind of is So Magic Jammer, basically, I can discard one card from my hand to negate the activation of a spell card and destroy it. Yeah, I'm going to need that because there's going to be times where I'm going to end up in pickle. I'm going to definitely end up in the pickle, and I'm going to need that card. United We Stand. Basically, I equip it to a monster. I gain 800 attacks and defense for each face-up monster I control. I already kind of peeked at YouTube and the unboxing at YouTube that people have. Maybe based around strength, so I guess yeah, let's put them in the heck yeah section because I do want a little oomph to my dragons, but I don't want to ultimately block myself from doing anything. So I guess we'll put that in the maybe pile. I guess, if you really think about it. Let's do the maybe pile. Dragon Gunfire. I can activate this card only when you have a face-up Dragon type monster on your side of the field. Select and activate the following effects. Inflict 800 points of direct damage to my opponent's life points, or destroy one face-up monster with defense of 800 points or less. So this one, maybe, and the only reason why I say maybe Dragon Gunfire is because I don't know if it has that. But if it doesn't, then I could probably use that for a good effect. And it might end up causing really good effects. But I kind of want to look for a little more combos, if you will. Kaiser Seahorse, I already know that's going to have it, but it's always good to have a backup. So we'll put him in the definitely maybe section. Because I'm not going to always rule out what I don't have. I'm going to always want extra. Curse of Seal Forbidden Spells, so I can basically just discard one spell card from my hand and destroy an effect of a spell card and destroy it. Your opponent cannot activate a spell card of the same name, including the spell card that is destroyed by the card's effect during the rest of the duel. So yes, I definitely probably will need this. It basically says that I block spells, and for the rest of the duel, no spells can be used. But again, kind of taking into consideration that I could possibly have my opponent, because if I end up having Monster Reborn, actually no, I think Monster Reborn's magic, so that would probably not work. Okay, that might work. Block attack. Select one of your monsters and shift it to defense. A good card because my card that or the card here basically will allow my opponent's monster has to end up being switched to defense. It's a good thing because I could probably end up switching it to defense and attacking. So I will maybe look in consideration of that will beef it up. I don't want too many traps and magic. I want to have monsters at least to play with. So I would have to kind of swap spell for spell, magic for magic, and monster for monster, if you will. So let's continue. Trap hole or white hole. White hole blocks the effects of black hole. and destroys all monsters on your all monsters on your side of the field are not destroyed. Good, but how often do you really think an opponent will play this? So we'll do that. We'll see. Penalty game. Your opponent either when your opponent has 4 cards, so your opponent has to have 4 cards. So if your opponent has 4 cards, I can either do my opponent cannot draw on the next draw turn, or my opponent cannot activate any. So I probably might do that one actually, because that one kind of busts somebody's onions. Masked Dragon, when this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard as a result of battle, you can special summon 1 dragon monster with attack of 1500 or less on your side of the field from your deck, then shuffle it. If marked dragon is not in there, I'm going to use that because definitely that will deck for a combo. Jar of Greed. Allows me to draw 1 card from my deck. I probably will do it. Excuse me. If the only reason why if I do it at all is because it helps me draw. But it probably wouldn't do much. Enchanted Javelin, your opponent monster attacks, increase your life points, or when your opponent attacks, increase your life points by that one, because I can probably, Blue Eyes can take some serious damage, but he can also give serious damage, so I might end up looking into that one as a consideration. Pot of Greed. Pot of Greed is almost the same thing as Jar of Greed. Or, yeah, same thing almost as Jar of Greed. Actually, let's take a peek at them. Pot of Greed and Jar of Greed. Jar of Greed allows you to draw 1 card. Greed allows you to draw 2 cards. So, I mean, this is good to have, but it would be awesome if you have it on the field, then you can flip this one, and then, okay, boom, that's gone. Then go flip that one, and then boom, that's gone. Then you've drawn, like, 3 cards in 1 turn. So I might actually do that. That might actually be a good one, because that will probably allow me to play cards faster. So I probably want to be able to draw a little bit faster than my opponent can end up shooting for. Mystical Space Typhoon. Target 1 spell and trap card in the field and destroy that card. Okay, this card I definitely would say yes, because your opponent is going to play spell or trap card. It can really affect the game. The outcome of the whole game could be based on that card that your opponent has. It could screw your whole entire strategy up. So I'm going to probably do that. That might work. So as I'm telling you guys these things, it's actually giving me ideas of what I'm going to do better. Spell Reclamitation. Discard 1 card and change this card to spell. I might actually do that one because that one actually will probably allow me to send a certain card that I might have in my deck that I want to help me. And I'm actually going to, give me a sec here guys, because I'm going to pull out, I'm going to use my board, my dual mat, or my dual mat. Now this one isn't made of paper, this is like actual professional hard cardboard, not cardboard, but hard mat. So, okay, I gotta remember which one I did. Okay. Jar of Avengers, Avarice. Target 5 cards in your graveyard deck, then draw 1 card. You can only activate this card once per turn. So I probably will actually do that because the good thing about that is I can put Blue Eyes right back in my hand, or I can put the card that lets me summon Blue Eyes right back in my hand. So I am not really worried about that at all. That actually gives me hope to bring back Blue Eyes or any card that can summon Blue Eyes, which gives me a good cause. Now, these next few ones, I'm gonna kind of, they're kind of ambiguous for me. It's kind of ambiguous of whether I'm going to do it or not because it's really unknown of whether or not I'm going to do it because I want a combo, but I don't want a combo that screws me because this combo is not really based around Blue Eyes. It's based around its own self. So Armor Dragon level 3. Um, During your standby phase, you can activate this card or send this card to the graveyard and special summon one Armor Dragon level 5. Like I said, maybe. That's going to be kind of one of those ambiguous cards. Now we do have the level 5, and I'll read this off. Armor Dragon level 5. Send one monster card from your hand to the graveyard. Destroy one face-up monster on your opponent's side of the field. Then the attack of the sent monster during the end of the standby for phase of this turn. This card destroys a monster as a result of the battle. Card send this card to the graveyard. Special summon one Armor Dragon level 7 from your hand or deck. So, in other words, yes, probably. So if this card gets destroyed, then I can special summon Armor Dragon level 7, which would be this little dude right here. Cannot be normal summoned, must be special summoned by Armor Dragon level 5, and cannot be special summoned by other way. You can send one monster from your hand to the graveyard. Destroy all face-up monsters on your opponent controls with attack less or equal to the sent monster's attack. Wow. So that might be an actual good combo. I might throw him in there. So I might actually do that. Because I was reading... I'm actually reading some of these combos. So this guy gets destroyed. During my same... When he gets destroyed, I can pull him out. And then this guy has the effect of, like, when I get destroyed, I can hit a lesser target, which is not bad. It gives me a little equal chance to work with. So I might end up combining some of those. But I don't, part of me just feels like I would square up the whole entire deck just doing this. But it's okay, because I can always go back to what I originally was. But that's a structured deck, and the structured decks are basically typically not really good for just straight out doing it. You might, I mean, if you want to, you can, but I wouldn't think they're really that good. You would want to beef them up a little bit, and probably having some of these combos might beef it up. Dragon Mirror, I think I might have it in there, but Fusion Summon by banishing fusion material listed on it from your field or graveyard. So I can do that. So if it, I'm gonna put that in here just in case. I don't know. Dien Tito, the Cure Monster, increase your life points by 1,000 life points, maybe. The Rod of the Eye's Mind, when a monster equipped with this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, the damage becomes 1,000 life points. Ooh. That would hurt, but I don't think I really would use that. Actually, I'm just going to pull that one out. I don't really actually think I'm going to use that one at all. Monster Reading card action. Discard one card, then target one monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Ooh. So, taking Blue Eyes back. Yes. God, yes. This card is awesome. I recommend it because if you don't have it, or any, and because I'm using a monster deck, or a dragon deck, because my dragon deck will already but it will help if I use that card also, if it's not in there, but I'm sure it's in there, I think. I did kind of take some sneak peeks at unboxing of the Saga Blue Eyes deck, already, so, you know, I did kind of sneak peeks at that, and I did look at YouTube for the unboxing of it, and because I really couldn't wait, I did it. So, Wall of Disruption. When opponent monster declares an attack, all attack monsters on your side of the field, on your opponent's, or that your opponent controls, loses 800 attack for each monster they control. Ugh. Maybe. I might think about that one, because that one, Wall of Disruption, probably does hurt a little bit, but it doesn't, I don't think, really do much damage. Dragon Union. During equip your Dark Blade equip spell card, or change it back to the monster face up attack position. When this monster equipped to a monster by this card effect, the monster attacking defense is increased by 400 points, and when attacked that is higher than the defense of a defense position monster, inflict the difference at battle damage to your opponent's life points. One monster can only be equipped with Union Dragon at a time. If the monster that is equipped is destroyed by battle damage, this card is destroyed instead. So basically, Blade Dragon and Dark Blade. That I can equip it, and it is kind of nice to see that, instead of my other opponent, or instead of the monster that's equipped with this card gets destroyed, it's this one that actually gets nailed. So I might think about that one. Magician of Faith. She's a spellcaster. Select one magic card from your graveyard and return it to your hand. So this one might be a possibility because she has that effect, but she can easily be destroyed because she's only got 400 defense and 300 attack. So very little can she do. Dispel, destroy one magic card in the field if that card target is face down, flip it face up. If that is down position, then the flip down card is not activated. Maybe. It kind of helps, but the only bad thing about Dispel is it's a crapshoot. You're gambling. It's a 50-50 shot that that person set down a card that is a magic card. So, crapshoot. Change of Hearts, select and control one of opponent's monster regardless of position of the field until the end of the turn. This really can be a ball buster, because you can use it to tribute, you can use it to attack, you can pretty much use it at your own disposal. So, yes, I probably will end up putting her in there. Oh, I can't use that card. Sorry. Draining Shield. Negate the attack of one of your opponent's monsters and gain life points equal to that. The same thing as some of the others, so yes. So let's count how many we have for the heck yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 17 for heck yes. Because I probably definitely will do that. I probably definitely will put Change of Hearts in there. I will definitely have her be in there, because she can kill with that. And I might actually definitely probably in some point later take these 3 Armored Dragon cards and definitely put them in there, because they have some good combos and good effects with them. This one, I would definitely do the Jar of Avarice, because I can take back all my cards and put it in my deck. So all of these basically I would definitely use because they can help me. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking not just for combos. These two I probably definitely would think about a little bit more if I don't have them. So I'll add it. I'll add it in there. So 20 on the other. 17 on this one. Now, the reason why I'm gonna say maybe for this one is because she can easily get killed. There's no way to literally have her on the field only for like 3 seconds and then her be slaughtered. So I probably might not even do that. Dark Blade won't fit into my Kaiba or my Blue Eyes deck. So I probably will actually just pull him out. But I do like the combo that comes with it, though. The combo the reason why I liked the combo was because instead of the card that's attached to it gets destroyed, it's Union Dragon that gets destroyed. Wall of Disruption, possibly because, yeah, it lowers down on your opponent's attack points, but really, what if your opponent's attack points is like 4,000? What are you going to do? You only take 800 off, so oh god, I have to do math. In the end, I'm not really going to do math. Screw it. So I'll probably I can get my life points up. It would probably be a saving grace. This one, because I would probably only definitely use it on me and not my opponent. Because if I put this back in my opponent's hand, it's going to screw them. Or it's going to screw me. White Hole, I don't know how often people use Black Hole anymore. Or use that effect, so maybe. Black Attack, kind of the same thing. I'm not really sure, but maybe. Kaiser Seahorse, I definitely know that card is in there. Dragon Gunfire, maybe, again, looking for a good attack. My two Acts of Despairs, probably to beef up. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I probably won't use that. That deck already comes with this, but possibly good to have 2 times the amount of times that I can get my opponent not to attack me, the amount of times I can do damage as well. So we'll see. This one, because I don't know, it's really kind of ambiguous of whether or not, because with a Blue Eyes structured deck, I don't know if I can do that, but if I can use that, some kind of summon, and then have this, then I definitely would play that. Again, the ban card, it really kills that everybody hates this card because I understand because you take no life points away from it and you can top it on top of it just says that you can basically take control of either your monster from your grave or your opponent and bring it back. So I know that deck comes with it, but I'm going to put one more maybe. Dispel, it's kind of a crapshoot because you're crapshooting on whether or not that, you're playing Russian roulette here with that card because down, then yeah, it probably works. If I'm correct, I could be wrong. United We Stand. Obviously, this card only gives you 800 attack and defense. Very minimum compared to what the what do you call it? The Acts of Despair here do. So comparing Acts of Despair and United We Stand, basically those three cards here that I'll show you. So these three cards right here, I mean, this only gives you what, 800? These give you 1,000 a piece. So two of them, so 3, 4, 5,000. So altogether, you're basically, for Blue Eyes, would have 5,000, 5,800 maybe. Not bad. Something I would consider. I mean, so I probably really wouldn't consider this one. So I took these three cards out, actually four. I do like the effect of pitch dark dragon, but I don't think it's gonna work for my combo. These two I probably will pitch in at some point, but the reason now again, here's the big thing of the armored dragon. On standby phase, I can do this. Discard it, summon him, armored dragon level 7, and then, or level 5, and then get rid of him, and then do this guy, which would be 2,800. Armored dragon level 3 is 1,200. Armored dragon level 5 is 2,400. Armored dragon level 7 is 2,800. So that actually might be a combo I'm probably going to look into because of that reason. So I definitely might actually consider that combo. Dark or Change of Hearts, I'm trying to narrow it down again, you guys, because I really honestly don't want to have to go through every single card again and again, but I'll probably end up doing it at some point. Change of Hearts, I definitely probably would do it, because if somebody tries to play a very high card against me, it would be my only line of defense. Jar of Avarice, if it doesn't have it in there, then I probably will do it, because I can take back my 5 cards that are in the grave, put it in my field, or put it in my deck, and then allow me to do it that way, and then have only a few cards left in my grave. Mystical Space Typhoon spell, this or trigger 1 spell / trap on the field. I can speak. Ultimately destroy a spell or trap. Pot of Greed will allow me to draw, so that gives me more drawing options. Jar of Greed only allows me to draw 1 time, so yeah, I'm still going to consider that. Well, I think Mystical Space Typhoon, I'm going to definitely put it as a heck yes. Enchanted Javelin, probably a yes. Masked Dragon, if it doesn't have it in there, then I'm going to let it be a yes. I don't know what the heck I'm watching. I'm just randomly watching music videos a bit in the background. I hope I don't get copyrighted for this. Penalty game, I definitely probably will do this, because from doing any traps and spells, so probably definitely I would do a heck yes. Same thing with this one, because this one forbids them to actually do spell cards to spell cards with the same name, or spell cards that your opponent cannot activate spell cards of the same name, including. But I don't know how many times they would really honestly have that, so that would be a maybe. Mirror Force is definitely, if that deck doesn't have it, I'll definitely add that. Magic Jammer, discard 1 card from hand and spell card, but I already have a bunch of spell destroyers, so no. Negate the attack to the opponent's monster and gain the life points, yes. If that doesn't already come in there with it, I will definitely do that. Monster Reincarnation, I think that should be in there, but I will definitely do that. This one already should be there, but Dragon Mirror, I'm going to add it. Might do this one, just because that actually will kill the excuse me, that will actually ultimately change the way of the game of to, you know, I can take control and destroy it. So the rest here, I'm ultimately going to think about chosen to do. So Change of Heart, yes. Dragon Mirror, yes. Mirror Forces, yes. Monster Reincarnation, yes. Drain Shield, yes. Penalty Game, definitely, because this card actually is awesome. It can do two things. You can, if you have this card, a couple of these cards in your deck, you can definitely hurt your opponent by not allowing your opponent to draw or summon, or your opponent cannot activate any spell or trap cards during that turn. So that really hurts. That's a kind of an ouchie thing. Jar of Everence, it gives you 5 of your cards back. So for me, it would put 5 of my Blue Eyes, or the cards that I can summon my Blue Eyes with, back in my deck. So I definitely want that. Now, Enchanted Javelin, my opponent's attack can get, could probably, I mean, if you're, this card has actually saved me a couple of times by giving me the life points back up again, but then again, you got to remember and count for the fact that your opponent's monster you can have 4 monsters on the field, and that will only give you a certain amount of time, but it can still bite your time. Mystical Typhoon, yes, you definitely want to kill any hope of them spelling out spell or trap cards on the field. Then the Armored Dragon family combo, I'm definitely going to add in there. So these are basically kind of cards that I would say for my deck, I'm going to add. So I'm going to take out Blue Eyes Shining Dragon because I ultimately don't want him in there. So I'm going to try to figure out what cards I want to put in there. I definitely might want to do my combos. My feet are killing me. So I might do my combos. I'm definitely going to pick up my combos here. So my Armored Dragons are one that I want, even though they probably won't help my Blue Eyes deck. But that's okay. I'll use that. I'm definitely, again, going to take this. Because I think this will work in my favor. If I do it, if I play my cards right, I can probably ultimately get this. I can ultimately have these cards used in my favor. Mystical Typhoon, I definitely will want because it will kill all hopes of an attack being done. Enchanted Javelin would be another one that I'm kind of thinking about, but I always definitely want this one. The Jar of Everence, or whatever you call him. God, my feet are killing me. Hold on, guys. Ooh. Oh, my back. Sorry, guys. So I'm gonna stand up for the rest of this because my knees are barking at me. Penalty game, I definitely want to add in there because it definitely will change your whole entire playing position. Draining Shield, I definitely probably will do it, just because I ultimately can, just for the heck of it. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to have to let you guys see my crotch, but I literally had my knees barking. Monster Reincarnation I'm going to do, because, again, I can target one monster up to my graveyard. Summon it back in my hand, so I'll take big old Blue Eyes and put him back in. So, I mean, I've got a pretty good... I just don't want to get screwed and end up screwing myself. Mirror Force is definitely, because your opponent's going to have a heck of a time possibly potentially recovering unless he or she ends up having something that can bring them, target them back. And then you can ultimately, if you have a, clinch the game with a, actually, you know what? I'm going to actually add these two. Just because that would clinch any chance of them using something to try to bring them back. So that would definitely clinch that for me. Curse Sealed again, yes. Dragon Mirror, yes, definitely, please. Fuse your cards together, which would help me because I'm going to ultimately use Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon for the fusion. So I'm going to have some pretty good combos. But it ultimately comes down to, you know, what is my Blue Eyes combo looking like? I have to look at my cards. Because I've heard people actually complain on there that the cards weren't the ones that were advertised on there, so gotta be careful. Excuse me. Enchanted Gentleman. So you guys, let's count how many cards we have saved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 cards. So what I'm thinking is, I'm already getting this idea that I'm going to definitely use Dragon Mirror. I'm going to have Change of Hearts. I'm going to have the Curse Seal, Forbidden Spell, Magic Jammer, Mirror Forces, Penalty Game, Jar of Everence, the Mystical Space Typhoon, this one, and then my 3 here. I might end up doing that one. I'll probably take out these two. Oh, I'll actually leave that one in. So I think, again, because you're probably thinking, well, why am I going to keep the armored cards? So these 3 actually can work in a good combo. So then put him in the grave, use him, use this card, put this in the grave to summon this, right? Put this in the grave to summon this. Those are good combos. I'm going to use that. So I think most of these I probably will use. I'll end up keeping. So I think a lot of these, you guys, I'm actually gonna keep. Now I'm gonna look and think about this one a little bit harder, because I really don't know about that one. Those just worry me. The other ones here, yeah, other ones I'm not gonna use. And before we leave, we'll do our sorry, I did that intro to the game mats. I don't know. Alright, so anyway, you guys, I got this game mat again. You've probably already seen it and heard me talk about it, but I'll do it one more time. This game mat I got at a local card shop near me, and it's not one of the paper ones. It's really hard, the hard ones. And I only got it for $3. I only paid $3 for this, and it's really good. Now, for if you guys that are going to play Yu-Gi-Oh, I'll put that one later. Play Yu-Gi-Oh, it's always a good idea to have a game mat that you can take with you when you're playing. So then that way at least you have a mat and you can see that, hey, you can have at least a little guide here to you know, where your cards basically go. I don't see my fusion deck here, which is really odd. I think my fusion would also be in my other deck, so I'd put my other deck here. But it's good to have, and I like this one because it folds. That's the easiest thing. And again, as you see, I already have this one. But I do have another one. Let me grab it. I have this one, you guys. It's cardboard, and it's stood up kind of like a table. Now, the reason why, you're probably wondering, why in the heck do you have that, Romeo? But because it can serve a purpose as to, you know, oh, I do have my fusion deck on this one, on the one with the cardboard table thing. But decide better what I need to do more of or what I need to do less of. Have a problem with mats. Now, there's kind of a debate of, you know, well, paper mats suck and because they're just crinkly and just horrible. Well, here's how you guys take care of that. You take a cardboard box, like a pizza box, like this. Take your mat. So, put your mat on the cardboard box. Draw around it. Then cut the cardboard box, and then tape your box, or staple your mat on here, and it works. It works that way. I haven't had a problem with my mat. Or you can go out and buy one of the hard ones, like this. And it's basically the same thing. You can buy this one. I don't know how much these hard ones are, but you can buy professional dueling mats or but they're worth it. But even though the paper mats kind of suck, it's a good thing to have one because, you know, what if somebody forgot or is new to Yu-Gi-Oh, forgot where to set the cards, or, you know, how many cards are legally allowed to be on the field, or wherever the fusion and other decks are allowed to go, where they belong. It kind of gives a guide, and it helps, and it's a really helpful thing, because you may not need it, but what if your opponent needs it and doesn't have his or her dueling mat? So then that way you can, you know, let them borrow yours at least. But always keep a second one, because you never know. You might end up giving one away. I've already given one away. I have one more I've got two more. I'm not giving this one away. This one's mine. But the other one that I have over here, this one, I haven't given this one away yet. But I'm probably going to end up doing it at some point. But and I'm not going to give away the big box one over here. That one right here is not going away. That one I'm not giving away. I'm going to keep that one. But it's always good to, because I mean you never know. There are people out there who have dueled a long time ago like me and have finally came back to it, and things have changed. The dueling matches have actually changed. The rules have changed themselves. So it kind of stupid to to be selfish and not be able to help the person out or have something that gives you a guidance. But ultimately, I think it's kind of a right thing to do. But yeah, I mean, I like it. I don't care. The dueling match, I just use it for that reference, and because it, even though sometimes I'm playing on the table or whatever, I'm sometimes gonna sit here on this dueling table that I created out of cardboard. I can test with this instead of having to use this one. I can use this one or the other one over here that I have. But still, the pizza box one's not really good, but it's worth it. So it's worth having something that has kind of a backbone to it. Give it a backbone. Because something hard like this will always be worth keeping. Also, where are you going to keep your cards? I have been asked that once or twice. I already keep my cards in here, but I am going to buy a deck box, and I'm going to put the cards in the deck box and then the deck box in here. So it's kind of going to double up on safety. Then my other cards are here in my little briefcase, my Mexican train briefcase. But those are where I keep my extra cards. Somebody asked me, Romeo, do you, when you're dueling, do you take your other box, like, do you take this box or suitcase, briefcase with you full of cards? No, I don't, actually. The reason why I don't do that is because it's a real pain to do it. Because you're going to have too many cards to carry around. And you already have your deck that you're basically carrying around with you. So why would you want to chance losing your other cards? Because those other cards, you could give away or sell or use. And it could be very important to you. You kind of want to think about this a little. I mean, is it, and especially in the tournaments, are they going to allow you to come in with a big ass briefcase like Seto Kaiba, and sit in front of there and go, you moron, and then snap it over and be like, I've got a deck full of cards, like that, and just, be an ass like Seto Kaiba and just, have your briefcase and just right in front of Todd and everybody and just, have like a full-ass briefcase full of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and what are you going to do? But I mean, it's good to trade them. At least you have them. But a briefcase, I mean, that's a little excessive. But I mean, yeah, you could do it that way, I guess. If you're trying to go for the Seto Kaiba way, I mean, yeah, just don't be an ass about it. But I mean, yeah, it would work, I guess. But a briefcase kind of, people might look at you weird a little, like you're trying to mimic Kaiba, and that you might get teased for. So I guess the best way to do it is if you have a portfolio with the card holders in it, and then do it that way. But I guess if you're trying to go for the Settle Kaiba way again, then go for it. But, whoa, I almost fell backwards. But I'm not trying to go for the Settle Kaiba. I do have an actual briefcase. Oh, and I have my Yu-Gi-Oh! Card want list. Future Fusion, Dragon Mirror. I already have that one. Oh, I have a penny. Like, I need that. So, I mean, ooh. So a briefcase like this full of cards, kind of the Kaiba effect, isn't it? I mean, if you can find a way to take this part off and then put S or K, SK or KS, whatever, then yeah, you might end up definitely having a good Colts play Seto Kaiba case. I mean, definitely kind of looks like the Seto Kaiba. I mean, I forgot what I even had in here. You put like pretend props of your dual discs that you've made and have all your cards lined up here, like Seto Kaiba. That'd definitely be. I think that would be a good Colts play for somebody if you're trying to go for Seto Kaiba. But I'm not trying to go for Seto Kaiba, obviously. That's not me. But I might end up actually doing that at some point. Probably. I'll probably end up doing it, maybe. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and let me go look. I don't know if I have more cards. No, I don't. But I do have a rubber band. I need to buy more rubber bands. Oops. So, okay, I guess, you know what, I guess what I'll do, just for the heck of it, because I really don't have anything else, ouch, to do, we'll work on, it's something I really didn't think I wanted to work on, but I'm willing to do it now, because it just seems fun for me. So I have to get rid of my brand name on here. And you gotta get rid of that. Gonna for duct tape. I thought I was gonna be ending this whole thing, but then I figured out, nope, I'm actually gonna continue. Good. I'm watching a music video of Elvis Costello. What as I do. If I get pelted with but I'm not going to, because if I do like 10 cards in every pile like this, I will end up mutilating myself. More Yu-Gi-Oh! And then probably some more artwork. I might do artwork for a while. Kaiba. I do need, I do actually need to. So I'll take this many cards, wrap it, put those here. Actually, I should just. I think Kaiba had them flipped up to where you could see them. I'm trying to remember. Crap, I don't remember. Kaiba. So I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So, actually, you know what we can do is 40, 40, 40. 40 on one side. And 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And it's not going to be like a real deck. It's just for the heck of it to make it look like a Seto Kaiba case. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Accelerate! Obliterate! 40. Oops, I gotta recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Okay. So just do 40, 40, 40, 40, and walk into like a card shop and be, you idiot, I'm Seto Kaiba. I've made all these cards, you moron. Or I've invented the dual disc. Actually, you know, you know what, for Halloween, I probably might go as Seto Kaiba. That'd be funny. I'm actually getting my Blue Eyes White Dragon saga, or my Blue Eyes White Dragon deck, but all I need is the card disc thing for it, and that'd be awesome. And then like a briefcase full of cards, so I'd have to buy probably 159 more cards for randomness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 22. That'd be really cool. Actually, you know what? I think that might be a good. I could probably go to Cole's as a Cole play. 22, 23, 24, 25, 36, 27, 28, 9, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 2 desks. I mean, three decks. That would be really cool. I can imagine. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Then I'm not gonna repeat what he said, but I think that'd be cool. Just to have a box like that, you guys. I mean, look at it. on my craft, but see, it would just have like all the Yu-Gi-Oh cards lined up. Make a popsicle thing of the dual disc. That'd be really cool. I think that'd be really cool to do. Just walk in with the just walk around with a briefcase like that, and just like walk in with a briefcase full of cards like that, and then just be walking around with that dual disc and looking like Seto Kaiba. Seto Kaiba kind of was a jerk. I mean, he was a real prick. But I think it was, I think the reason why he was a prick was because he was a rich snob. But I don't know, you guys. I mean, that'd be fun. Just like do what I'm doing now, and then just have all the cards lined up and Cole's play as Seto Kaiba. Kaiba. So if I get more cards, if I end up getting more cards, I will probably end up doing a Cole's play or showing you guys. But that would be cool, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. And I really don't think I'm going to spend that much money on a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards for no random apparent reason. Yu-Gi-Oh's dying slowly. So it kind of... It just pretty much defeats the purpose unless you're Cole's playing, but I don't do that, and I don't know why I would do that. But I mean, like I said, for somebody who's going to Cole's play, do it. Definitely do it if you can. If you... Like I said, if you're going to Cole's play as Kaiba, then definitely do it. So, we got my list here, you guys, of what I wanted. Future Fusion, I don't think I have. Dragon Mirror, I do believe I have that one now. Blue Eyes White Dragon times 3, not 2. I actually have that. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, I will have that. Where's Baby Dragon? I'm probably not going to need that. Divine Dragon, don't have that. Dwarf Star Dragon, don't think I have that. Ancient Dragon, Slifer the Sky Dragon, I do actually have that coming. Red Eyes Metal Dragon, do not have that. Red Fusion, Polymerization, all 3 God cards do not have. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards on my list of cards I want. I actually have I have 4 that I've actually completely I believe. So we will update you guys with the punch myself in the nose, you twerp. On how my cards are going. Fusion Polymerization, I really don't know if I need that because honestly, it's not worth it. And plus, I probably won't play very often unless I play. I'm not gonna do like professional tournament stuff as much anymore, but I'll just for the heck of it. I mean, I go out and play with people once in a while, but it used to be really fun when you could go out and play with like people and enjoy people playing, but some of the people in Yu-Gi-Oh were really jerks. Like they were very self-righteous. Like they were thinking that they were the best. And it's just, you're not trying to pretend you're Kaiba. Seriously, quit thinking you're Kaiba because you're not. Kaiba even learned that he wasn't that well. So you guys, I will probably do some drawn updates in a couple weeks, but other than that, I hope you guys have a good time. Thumbs up, comment down thumbs up and comment down below what you want to see. Yeah, I hope you guys have a good day, and thanks for watching if you have. And always again, see you soon.